I always thought it was normal.
Normal?
What? I just did some work for the student council after class.
Some work? For just the student council? You cleaned with Mr. Hugo in the mornings and helped prep classes for the teachers until night. You chased after lost cats in your neighborhood. You volunteered at a local elementary school to talk about crime prevention?
What?
Let's go, Shinya.
I can't let them down.
Get ready. Take this.
Just give up. Face judgment.
Insignificant. Take point. Understood. Quell the irrational.
I will succeed. You piss me off!
Get
Just
insignificant.
Just give up. Sora, Yuko.
Take point.
Roger that. Mow 'em down!
Get ready. Take this.
Following up.
I will succeed.
Counterattack.
You asked for this.
It's not over yet. Away with you.
Just give up. Face judgment.
Insignificant. Take point.
Roger that. Attack!
Counterattack. How was that, Shinya?
We both have a long way to go.
You always seem so busy, Nozomi. You've been on your feet since even before the anomalies.
You think so?
What is it?
Let's go, Shinya.
I can't let them down.
Get ready. Take this. Don't bother.
Just give up. Face judgment.
Insignificant. Take point. Understood. Take this.
Grants no court.
I see right through you.
Here I go. Take this.
Just give up. Attack!
Insignificant.
Simple task.
How was that, Shinya?
Both have a long way to go.
Let's go, Shinya.
I can't let them down.
Here I go. Null and void.
Just give up. It's yours, Vice President.
Leave it to me. Insignificant. Take point.
Roger that. Face judgment.
I won't let you die. I want you.
Counterattack.
Get the fool.
Fruitless. Here I go.
Just give up.
Insignificant.
I won't let you kill.
Null and void.
Just give up. It's yours, Vice President.
Leave it to me. Take this. Insignificant. Enemy down. It's not over yet. No mercy. How was that, Shinya?
Both have a long way to go.
You seem kind of pale. You're good to go. Don't push yourself too.
What's going on?
Get out of the way, Mr. Hugo!
You are Miss Takagi, correct? I am afraid I cannot do that.
I just want to talk to Haruka.
You'll have to discard what's in your hand first.
But I can't! This is the only way I can get his attention! He won't even talk to me anymore! Things have been so crazy. There's no telling what's going to happen. I can't just die without any closure. I want to hear it from you, Haruka. It's the least you could do. You said you loved me. Was it all a lie? You said you weren't good with girls, but that I was different. You gave me a promise ring. You said we'd be together forever. We made plans for Christmas next year. We even talked about what kind of family we wanted. If you weren't lying, then did you stop loving me? Was I just not good enough for you anymore? I can change! Or are you just testing my feelings for you? Like, whether I really love you or not. Did you think I was going to leave you first? I just don't get it. You broke up with me out of nowhere and cut me off completely. Talk to me. Say something. I don't get it. I don't understand why you do this to me. What did I have to do to make you stay?
We just didn't click. That's all. See, love is like two halves of a shell. If the feelings don't line up, it won't close right. You were just too into me. Too wholesome for my tastes. I just couldn't do it anymore.
I'm not all that wholesome, really. And if you want me to back off, I will. So, can we get back together?
Sorry, but no. Shells don't change. If things don't click the first time, they never will. Try to force it, and the pearl inside will get crushed into grit. And no one wants that.
What? But...
That's why I broke up with you. You'd only get hurt if we stayed together, so I spared you the pain.
That won't happen. I'll make sure of it. Can't we go back to being friends, at least?
Ugh, this is exactly why I don't talk to my exes.
Huh?
Get a clue, will you? Do you have any idea how uncomfortable this is? If you love me, why would you go out of your way to creep me out like this?
I can't just give up on you. I love you.
You're obsessed with me, more like. You're just scared of getting dumped. The only one you love here is yourself.
You hypocrite! You selfish prick! All you do is hurt people and play with their feelings! I get it now. I was so stupid, falling for a guy like you.
Thanks for having my back, Mr. Yugo. I'm sorry you had to see that.
It's quite all right. I doubt she intended to hurt you. Perhaps nothing would have changed had I not been here. Even so, I am not the one you should be apologizing to.
Guess that came out of nowhere for you guys, huh? Don't you start now, too. It happens a lot, but yeah, I'm going through the same thing with Akane right now. But hey, I guess anyone would act that way after getting dumped like last week's trash.
Then why do it if you already know?
Why? Because it's what the first person I went out with did to me. Gave me the cold shoulder. Never contacted me again. It made me want to do it to someone else. Still does. But as for why I'm like this, hell if I know, man. Shit happens.
How could you not know? That doesn't make any sense. The way I see it, it sounds like you're just a scumbag. There's something wrong with Akane. That much is for sure. But if you're the reason she's like this, then your baseball club friends must be rolling in their graves.
Are you saying it's my fault they're dead?
Try asking yourself. Even scumbags like you can feel some guilt, right?
You're the vice president of the TSC, correct? I see you're helping Shinya out. He can be a bit distant, but I assure you he's a good lad at heart. I do hope you'll get along. The mist in Block B has dissipated, so I'll be checking over the facility. Shinya, I understand Sora has entrusted you with a task. Don't do anything to endanger yourself, all right?
All right.
The two of us are worried about you, you know.
Thanks. Let's continue our investigation. We can enter Block C from Block B. There should be a ton of mist there.
Shinya, Vice President, I want to apologize for Haruka. I know he's been a pain.
Did he tell you about what happened?
Yep, he's such a loser, isn't he? Where do all his groupies even come from? I just don't get what they see in him. He wouldn't be in so much trouble if he picked his girls better. Or let them down easier, at least. Worry? What? You think he's gonna break up with me the way he did the others? I'm not too worried about that. I probably should be. But I don't even really like him that much, to be honest. I guess that's what makes us work, though. You've heard Haruka go on about his shells fitting together or whatever, right? It's so weird. He probably picked it up from some girl. To me, love is more like buttoning clothes. Two halves of a shell will never fit together unless they're a perfect match. But the wrong button can still keep clothing together, even if it does get all wrinkled. After all, you can fall in love with just about anyone as long as you ignore their flaws. People who settle, loveless marriages, friends with benefits, it's all proof. Of course, if one button is mismatched, the rest of the fabric starts to get misaligned too. So even if two people are meant to be, the rest of the mismatched buttons will keep them apart. The fabric rumples further and further, and the wrinkles get worse and worse. The world is full of flawed love, wrinkles, loose threads, and such. Haruka and I are one of those couples, a bundle of loose threads waiting to be pulled. And if they are, that's fine with me. He tries to cover up the scars of his past relationships. I try to cover up my unconventional feelings. Both of us are only using each other to smooth out the wrinkles as best we can. Just kidding.
I don't get this romance stuff at all. But who's to say if what's conventional is always good and what's unconventional is always bad? Unconventional doesn't mean unacceptable. It doesn't mean you aren't allowed to be happy.
Huh?
Mismatched buttons apply to more than just romance, you know. My family's not a traditional one, but they saved me all the same. Sometimes it's the unconventional that can bring you more happiness. Using the wrong button isn't necessarily bad. Using the right button isn't necessarily good. Whatever your unconventional feelings are, I'm sure there's no reason to hate yourself for them. Sorry. I didn't mean to talk for so long.
No, I should thank you. You're right. Even if they're unconventional, it doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be happy. But forget about that. Let's be honest here. My relationship with Haruka was never that great. By the way, Shinya.
Huh?
You're pretty cute, you know? Especially when you blush.
Please don't.
Mr. Hugo. Why won't you let me through?
I'm simply suggesting you visit the infirmary. You don't seem well.
I don't, huh? Maybe it's because your son was playing too rough with me.
Perhaps I could complete your errand in your place, though perhaps not as swiftly.
Oh, my. Always the gentleman, aren't you? But this isn't the kind of errand you can run.
Akane!
And here comes Shinya now. Oh, whatever shall I do? I was hoping to go cool down Haruka, but someone is blocking my way. Fine by me, though. The more obstacles I overcome, the more romantic all of it is.
I don't quite understand what you're getting at. But whatever it is, I get the feeling you're up to no good.
You've got it all wrong. Be a dear and let me pass, and we can each go about our business.
Is that right?
Don't. If we let her do what she wants, we're going to regret it.
If that's what Shinya thinks, then I simply must believe him.
Ganging up on a fragile little girl? 3 against 1 even? You truly are despicable.
Look who's talking. Are you looking for a fight? You don't know when to give up. I don't mind, but didn't you learn anything from last time?
Well, I guess we'll just have to find out.
Are you okay, Yugo?
Yes, I am fine. Thanks to him.
Thanks, Vice President.
It would seem Miss Tono has fled. For her to set off an explosion with nothing but a gesture. I never imagined such a weapon could exist. Modern technology truly is remarkable. I underestimated her. I'm afraid these old bones of mine just aren't what they were. I imagine your pursuit of her is related to Sora's request. A shame she got away.
Yeah.
That is quite the dangerous weapon she has. If left unchecked, she could cause untold destruction. Shinya, Vice President, do take care. No need to worry about me. You must get going.
Vice President. I want to thank you for what you did back there. If you hadn't been there, there's no telling what might have happened. I've been beating myself up about it. It's just like I thought. I've got a long way to go. Sora and Yugo are so good to me, but I honestly don't deserve it. Thanks, but that's not true. I'm still not good enough. I need to live up to their expectations. I have to earn my keep. I'd feel bad otherwise. But if I can be useful to them, that would give even a lost cause like me a purpose. I have to work harder. I have to do better. Sorry. This isn't the time to be complaining.
It seems this place, too, is linked to the depths.
Are you crying?
I should have never been born! Wouldn't you agree? Is it even possible for someone to love me? Can I really find a reason to live?
Are you crying?
Thank you for saying so. Your words of comfort give me the strength to go on. I'll do my best. Step 1 is to make myself worthy of your love.
Looks like you have an admirer. Congratulations.
Stay away from me. I hate you.
I'm by your side. You came and talked to me. I'm sorry. I don't have anything to give. I would do anything to make you happy. Really, I would. But
You're starting to sound like a gold digger.
the more you know. You came and talked. I'm so happy. My dad used to read a lot of fairy tales to me when I was a little girl. Most of them were about princesses. My favorite's the story of Rapunzel from the Brothers Grimm. She's a princess who was trapped in a tower by an evil witch. But one day, a prince found her, and they started meeting in secret behind the witch's back. Isn't that so romantic? Talking to you feels like a secret meeting, too. Anyway, the witch found out about their rendezvous one day. She threw the princess out into the wilderness to try and kill her. When the prince heard, he thought the princess died. So he jumped off the tower in grief and lost his eyesight when he landed in the rose bushes. I'm so jealous of Rapunzel. Someone loved her so much. They were willing to die for her. She's so lucky she found someone like that. Anyway, the prince didn't give up and started searching the wilderness for Rapunzel, even though he was blind. After years and years, he finally found her. And then they had a beautiful wedding and lived happily ever after. It just goes to show, your worth as a person is determined by how much others love you. I want to be somebody's Rapunzel. I want someone to love me so much that they jump out of a window for me. I wish with all my heart that someone would spend years looking for me. I'll strive to make you love me that much. I hope you're looking forward to it, my sweet prince. Don't worry, there's no evil witch to toss me out. You won't need to throw yourself off a tower or go blind. But I still think about what you might do if I did disappear. Would you put your life on the line? Would you search for me endlessly? True love like that is what dreams are made of. I wouldn't force you to, though. Of course I wouldn't. That's just the kind of love I want most, is all. It's my dream for someone to love me so much that they'd search for me, even if they couldn't see a thing. Nothing would make me happier than you being my prince, just like the one Rapunzel had. I've been fantasizing about it. That's how much that story means to me. It taught me just how important it is to be loved. Oh, I must be boring you with all this talking about myself, huh? Let's just leave it at that for now, then. The more you know me, love me. Your side. The more you know me. What is it? Crying? What are you talking about? Oh, you mean when we first met? Right. About that, there was this awful liar. He told me he loved me so many times, but he was just like the rest. Oh, but don't worry about him. He's in the past now. He couldn't get out of the club building after all the mist showed up. I was worried enough to come here to look for him. But no one gets out of the mist, so my friend tried to stop me. He told me he loved me, though. So I came in anyway. I thought he was different. But when I finally found him, he screamed and ran away. I chased after him over and over again, but all he did was run and cry. I realized he didn't love me after all. If he did, he wouldn't have run away from me. Mr. No Mist! True love conquers all. Logic has nothing to do with it. Your hearts should sing to one another through thick and thin. See? Just look at me. I'm still the same old clear-headed romantic I was outside of the mist. Nothing's changed. The mist hasn't affected me. I'm still normal. And it's all thanks to you. I found hope because of you. I know you'd never lie to me. You'll love me. One day or another. Forget about the past. I only care about the now. That's the way things should be.
If you say so.
I'm by your side. I'm by your side, watching over you. It fills me with glee every time you look at me. Sorry, I just didn't expect you to ask me that out of the blue. My type is someone who'd walk through hell with me and stay by my side, no matter how hopeless things get. Someone who could love me from the depths of their soul forever and ever. I would be the only person in their heart. All I want is someone who loves me the way I am, for better or for worse. Nothing else mattered. Appearance, fitness, intelligence, even our hobbies are trivial. As long as they love me, I will love them heart and soul. It's as simple as can be. I'm really not asking for that much. Still, I'm having a hard time finding someone. Everyone's all talk. They're just either looking for approval or an easy lay. Sleazebags, every one of them. All they care about is their own satisfaction, whether emotional or physical. Real love is about selflessness, you know? I think you're different from them, though. I know you love me for real. One day, we're going to be together forever. Look forward to it. I know I will. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a needy person, okay? You're perfect, just the way you are.
Not a needy person, huh?
The more you know me. You're looking at me. You're giving me attention. I'm so happy. I could die. You want to know something I can't stand? My dad used to read lots of fairy tales to me when I was a little girl. But there was one I absolutely hated. It's Andersen's The Little Mermaid. You know, the one about that poor mermaid princess who saved a prince from drowning. She fell in love with him, but he was a different species. So she gave her voice to a witch in exchange for legs. But the mermaid had to marry the prince, or she'd turn into sea foam and disappear. He had to love her. That was the price. Even so, she accepted the deal. But since the witch took her voice, she couldn't tell the prince the truth.